Well, 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 it looks like Wells Fargo do got that dog in them. Guys, I think you know what's going on right now. We got to take a look at the Wells Fargo autograph journey, okay? New card, pretty sick. Got some sick transfer partners. KLM Flying Blue, some other good things. Let me take a look. There's already videos out there explaining a lot of the details of this card. You're going to know that they're going to have Air France, KLM, Flying Blue, Avianca, British Airway Avios, Executive Club, Air Club, and Iberia Plus. So the Avios family, Choice, Air France, and Avianca. So those are kind of like the three transfer partners they have right now if you want to group in the Avios together. That's fine, man. Okay, British Airways is pretty chill. The Avios family is decent, it's not too bad. Looks like I can see it right here. It says more partners are going to be added throughout the year. Let's hope that they get Aeroplan, and let's hope that they get American Airlines, man. That would be sick. But you could just book American Airlines with the Avios family, so I don't know if that's going to happen. These transfer partners, looking at them now, they're pretty much just like the main transfer partners across all the different ecosystems. One thing I do know is that the Choice privileges, that transfer is going to be a 1-to-2 transfer, so that's good. I know some people like Choice, especially if I think there's some pretty good I think like budget level stays. You can get some really sick hotels through Choice, and sometimes that's honestly the best redemption. You can get a sick hotel that you don't need to go out there and spend a bunch of money or points on some big huge expensive hotel. You just need a place to stay. Choice has got you, dude. And the fact that Wells Fargo is going to transfer 1-to-2 with Choice is actually pretty sick. All right, let's look at some more things. So, the earnings and the multipliers on this card is all right. I think it's 5x on hotels, 4 on airlines, 3 on other travel and dining, and 1x on everything else. Not bad, I think that's okay. 3x on other travel could be pretty cool. Same with dining, that's fine. 4x in airlines, it's not as good. I think the Amex Platinum has 5x on airlines, and the Amex Gold is 3x on airlines, which is pretty chill. This one's kind of cool, 5x on hotels. It's kind of standard stuff, I gotta say, so. There's an annual statement credit, guys. So the annual fee on this card is $95. That's all right. Not a big deal. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is $95 also, but you could get that down a little bit with what I'm seeing here is the annual statement credit for airfare purchases. So I guess let's just call it a travel credit for airfare. So you got an airline credit of $50, drops the effective annual fee down to $45. It's kind of like this card is pretty much like the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I think a lot of people expected that. But it's not a bad card at all. I think if you like a little alternate kind of, card and you don't really want to mess around with Chase, maybe you already got some Wells Fargo cards like the Active Cash, that 2x back card, then this card could be a pretty sick card, I gotta say. And, there is more to come with these transfer partners. There's gonna be way more transfer partners coming. Well, I don't know about way more, but there's gonna be transfer partners coming, which is nice, some more of them. The break even's not too bad, man. $45 ain't too bad. So, it's a little bit easier to or lower that effective annual fee down on this card than the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The Chase Sapphire Preferred has the $50 hotel credit. This one's an airfare credit, so it's kind of nice, Also, another key note: this card does not have primary CDW, so the collision damage waiver. That's the piece of paper they give you when you're renting a car. So if you like that when you're going ahead and getting rental cars. Sapphire Preferred has that. Wells Fargo Autograph Journey does not have that. Primary CDW. Man, I just kind of went so fast, I didn't even talk about the sign-up bonus. Guys, it's 60,000 bonus rewards points after spending $4,000 in 3 months. Hey, man, that ain't too bad. It's just a pretty standard sign-up bonus, I gotta say. Maybe they'll elevate it at some point, or hopefully they don't drop it down. That would be bad, but that's not too bad. 60,000 is pretty good. I'm looking at this public release statement from Wells Fargo right now, and I'm just kind of taking a look and seeing what's on here. And, it doesn't seem to be like there's a lot. It just says they're introducing points transfer, which is their rewards redemption option, for points-based Wells Fargo branded credit cards, including Autograph and Autograph Journey. Wait a second. That doesn't mean you can, wait a second. You can't transfer from the Active Cash. That's interesting. Please correct me in the comments below. Can you guys transfer from the Active Cash, the 2x back card? That's kind of interesting. That makes this a little weaker. That's definitely kind of a tough situation if you can't get a catch-all card in this setup, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. It could be a cool setup if you're really into the Wells Fargo ecosystem already, or maybe you're just holding on to get one of your Wells Fargo cards. Maybe you could upgrade it, or maybe you could, get this card instead. And I think maybe then it could be a pretty strong card. But I mean, it's still pretty early right now. You know, I mean, let's just hope that some better transfer partners come. You know, I mean, I think it's a decent card, but it's really weighing on the transfer partners, I gotta say. I mean, going back to those transfer partners, guys, it really just seems like they only have 3 plus choice. It's like we've kind of waited so long for them to have these transfer partners come out, and it's really only these 3. So it's the Avios family. I mean, you can pretty much book anything from, like, I was just on British Airways website trying to book a British Airways flight, and I saw an Iberia flight show up. So I mean, it's not really like it's any different with Iberia, Avios, and all those other Avios family. So I actually don't know if Iberia is directly on this one, but basically they are advertising they have 7 transfer partners, but really they only have 3 plus Choice. And since Choice is the only hotel, it's like that really limits a lot of people. You know, a lot of people do want to use Hyatt, and I think Hyatt is actually, obviously, it's one of the best values you can get in the entire transfer partner game. So, you know, it's kind of a tough call to make here. I think a lot of people are probably going to want to skip it. But if you really have like that city ecosystem and you like using Choice, then maybe you could also use Wells Fargo, because now it seems like their competitive edge, that 1-2 transfer with Choice from City, is going to be a little bit challenged now because the Wells Fargo autograph also has 1-2 with Choice. And so pretty much that's kind of what stands out to me the most. The earnings all right. $95, $50 airline credit. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. And then transfer partners there's going to be more to come. I wouldn't, you know, dump on this card too quickly. And I guess you do get 60,000 points for signing up. It's pretty standard, but I don't know, man. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments. So that's why I'm kind of throwing this video together real quick and see what everyone thinks about it. You know, it's going to be interesting. I mean, do you want to know what I'm going to do? What I'm probably going to do with it? You probably do. So I'll tell you. Okay, here. Let me tell you. So I was kind of holding out for this card for a while, and honestly, I thought it'd be a little better. I mean, was I really holding out for it? No, not really. I mean, I thought about maybe getting it and adding it to my setup, but it kind of all depended on how exactly like these transfer partners were gonna go and how the earnings were gonna go. You know, if it got like 4x back on dining or something insane, like that could really be a sick card. But or maybe if it had a really good sign-up bonus too, like 80K or higher, then I maybe would have went with the card. But I just don't think it's worth it right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see myself getting this card, man. It's nothing against Wells Fargo. I think, you know, I have the Built MasterCard, which is also a Wells Fargo card. And, you know, I think the entire, like, you know, dumping on Wells Fargo, like, trend that's kind of been going on for a while since they started doing the bank account thing in, like, 2016 or whatever. You know, the guys that are opening bank accounts in people's names without telling them. You know, Wells Fargo is not a bad company anymore. I think they're pretty decent, and I think they're making themselves more competitive. And boy, is it interesting, man. This freaking space is getting even more competitive, like, all the time. There's new things coming out all the time. It's definitely quite the space to be in, and I'm super excited to watch it all unfold right in front of me. So I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Let me know what you guys think about this card. I really want to read all these comments. I'll get to it as soon as I can. So that's it, man. Talk to you later, and I'll see you. Bye. Bye.